Hey guys, it's Marc again from simplifyinglife.com.au. Today I'd like to share a bit of an idea that I've had and have been working with for a long time with clients, and it deals with the why question. Often I get clients asking the why question. Why is this happening to me? Why can't I get rid of it? Why does this person do that to me? And why do I feel this bad? And why is it not different from what I'd like to see, etc. From what I don't like to see. Sorry, why isn't it better? Why can't I seem to get on top of whatever's going on? Obviously, logical questions to ask, understandable questions to ask, and we discuss them. What I find and often share with my clients, though, is that I say that very bluntly and honestly, it's the wrong question. Why questions, even in counseling training, is one of those questions that we get taught not to ask too often in too inquisitive a way, because often it leads us down a track where answers can't be found anymore. Why has my life turned out the way it has? I don't know. We often don't know. Sometimes there is a good reason for it, or not good necessarily, but there is a reason for it that you can point at. It was that thing that caused me to do this. Oh, fair enough. But very often there are so many reasons behind your life's events and the way you interpret those events that really asking, why has this happened to me, and why can't I get rid of this negative thinking, or why has this happened to me, leads us down a rabbit hole where we will not ever be able to get out anymore. We're just going to keep on asking. Now, psychoanalysis has a place, obviously. It can be useful. Like I said, sometimes we can find reasons for things that have happened to us, and then asking the why question and being able to answer it could be the road to your recovery and the road to your emotional and mental healing, especially when it comes to severe depression or major depressive disorder and anxiety and feeling doom, gloom, glum. If you can find a reason for that and give it a spot and integrate it into your life, obviously that's a good thing. I've found over my 15 years in practice that mostly the why question leads to more why questions, which then lead to more why questions. And very often, like I said, we end up in a rabbit hole and we get lost. We will not be able to find the answer because there's too many things going on. It could be genetic, it could be nature, nurture, it could be the genetic, and it could be a bit of our upbringing or our environment. And if you even believe in that stuff, like I do, could have to do with previous lives, lives after this life, parallel lives, whatever you want to call them. It could be all sorts of reasons. You can, though, use the why question to your benefit for a very effective reason, and that's to ask what I call the forward why instead of that backward why, which delves into the past. The forward why would be a question along the lines of, why do I want to change? Well, you can answer that by, because I don't want to be where I was anymore. That's fair enough for me. But the more effective one to start using in terms of that why is, well, find reasons why it is that you want to change, positive reasons, reasons that actually make you think forward. I want to change. Well, why do you want to change? Well, because I want to feel better. Why do you want to change? Well, because I want to live a different life than my parents did, or live a different life than I did for the last 10 years, or why do you want to change, or why do you want to make a difference in your life? Well, because I want to make a difference to other people's lives, and that makes me feel really good inside. So it's the difference between a forward why being reasons to change for the positive, and a backward why, as I call it, reasons to change for the negative, because I don't want that anymore. I've found, and many of my teachers that I have listened to over the years have found, that when we start to look at the why question in a forward sense, as in reasons for making a difference, reasons for wanting to change for the positive, to your benefit for more effective living, those why questions are useful and can actually lead to good goal setting. Jim Rohn, he's an old, he was from the 80s, at least an 80s coach. Quoted someone else, and I'm not sure. I think it was Nietzsche who actually came up with it first. But the crux of it was that he said, Jim Rohn said, if the what and the why are strong, the how gets easier, or along those lines. I think I must have quoted him wrong, but it's paraphrased like that. So what do you want, and why do you want it? A lot of people ask me, how do I do that then? That's obviously another logical question which doesn't get easily answered often. But if your what and why are clear, the how often gets easier. Know what you want, know why you want it, and then generally you'll find a way. That's my video today. Just a thought. If you want to change, don't think about the stuff that got you to the point that you now want to change. Why do I want to change? Well, because everything I'm doing is so crap or so horrible. No. Start to look forward. Why is it that you want to change? Well, because I want to lead a better life, more prosperous life, more loving life, whatever it is. Think about it. If you've got questions about it, again, as always, more than happy to answer them. Marc, M-A-R-C, at simplifyinglife.com.au. Find me on Facebook, find me anywhere. You'll be able to find me. And I look forward to exchanging thoughts on this one, because I think it's well worth talking about. All right, have a good one. See ya.